Hello, everybody. My name is Davies Chirwa. I am the founder and CEO for Channel A TV and DC Production, located here in Seattle, Washington. So I get a lot of questions from different people from all over the world in my inbox asking about, whether it's the Grammys or Super Bowl or things like that. So I'm going to start this broadcast with addressing the Grammys, and then we can hopefully find the time to build up to other aspects of the media spectrum. So, as you might be aware, we are the official entity for the Grammys here in the state of Washington, alongside other entities that are based here in Washington to submit people officially into the Grammys. So most of the people ask me, like, how do I get to go into the Grammys? While the Grammys are based on merit, but there's something that you have to do as an artist prior to actually even creating that opportunity for yourself. The first thing that you have to do is to understand the eligibility release moment, which is typically starts from October 1st until September 30th of the following year. Meaning to say, the folks that we submitted into the Grammys this time to be considered next year, their work is based from last year until this year. So you have to pay attention to when the Grammys actually release the dates for eligibility. That's number one. Number two, you have to make sure that your music is released and placed in the right proper channels. Meaning to say, if your music is on ASCAP, it needs to be on BMI or Spotify or Amazon Music or one of those. But most of the artists, they go through the channels of distribution where they can place music on all those platforms that I mentioned, which is like ASCAP, BMI, Spotify, Amazon, and so on and so forth. So that's that. And I'm trying to go through really quick because it's just that I want to make sure to get the point that's quick, super fast. Number three, if you don't have membership as a voting member into the Recording Academy for the Grammys, you can look for an entity such as yourself, like Channel A TV, where we can now look at your work and actually submit you on your behalf. And that has it has its own regulations that we have to go through to make sure that we meet the criteria. So we are officially recognized, so we can actually help you do that. If you're not a voting member, go through the entity. That's number three. Number four, you have to make sure as you get submitted that your music is submitted into the right category. What I'm trying to say is this: if you're a hip-hop artist or Afrobeat artist, you have to understand which category to go into, because if you submit your music in the wrong category, there's no way you can change it back. So you want to do it right from the beginning. So that's that. Also, make sure that you are submitted into the right category with the right music, because you can be in the right category with the wrong music. Meaning to say, if you're a hip-hop artist but you do a reggae dancehall song and you submit it into hip-hop, that could be a problem as well. So I'm trying to go through really quick, but if you don't understand this, please reach out to us so we can make sure that we expound on the answers. Then next, you have to make sure that the content that you're presenting is of high quality. Make sure your music is mixed and mastered correctly and professionally. Also have the artwork to go with it. When you have the artwork and the music and it's all published on all major platforms, now it's time for you to submit it. And you go to your label or your entity to make sure that they submit the right way. The final step now is to create the campaign. The campaign is also really, really, really a serious part of your submission, because most of the people, they just submit the music and then they sit at home waiting to see what can happen. That's the wrong way to do it, because once you submit the music, now the time begins for you to start marketing yourself. And in fact, the Grammy submission is an opportunity for you to market your stuff, not only for the Grammys, but just to be seen in general. So meaning to say, you can turn around and go to your music video, splice some of the parts and put them up on social media, market them in different segments to make sure that you're being seen. And Google and all these platforms like YouTube will pick up the algorithms to make sure that you're seen. So that's what you have to do. And if you have the financial backup, try to place yourself in all these different publishing like magazine publishing, for example, like you can go into the Billboard magazine, try to place yourself in an ad if it's possible, maybe run some ads on social media just to make sure that your content is being seen. So these are real quick steps, 6 steps that I've given you that you can follow if you're an artist and you're trying to take yourself to a next level, which is submitting yourself into the Grammys. That's what you can do as you prepare. So good luck to you. And if you want to connect with us and you want our help, please reach out to us on all social media platforms at Channel ATV, or connect with me, Davies Chirwa, live on social media, and hopefully I can reconnect with you and take it from there. But otherwise, good luck and take care.